package management for AutoHotkey. There's two different solutions that I'm aware of, but neither of them work super well. They don't have a lot of activity. They're a little bit difficult to contribute to, and they don't have a lot of features that a lot of other package management systems have. So I've been working with NPM. It's a very popular package management. It, I think, originally was used for Node and JavaScript, but has kind of evolved from there. It handles a few different programming languages. Anybody can basically contribute to packages there. And I'm thinking, hey, why not give AutoHotkey a try? So that's what this is a proof of concept for. So let's see what we've got here. Right now we're looking at the C drive, and we're just inside a simple folder. And right now all we've got is a package.json and the script itself. So let's go ahead and look inside that package.json. Inside here, we've got just a real simple, some real simple definition stuff that you would normally have in a NPM repository, and where you can find it online if you're wanting to get more. This is actually invalid, but that's just the concept, the basic idea. And you've got some other information. But here's where we're interested in today is dependencies. The problem that I was having or the problem I ran into recently was there's a really cool logging class, but I wanted to extend it, and I wanted to extend it with both a little bit of CPU load and another library that does JSON objects. Now, that's where you start getting into trouble with AutoHotkey is where do you specify this? Do you specify it at the global scope, or do you specify it in the class itself? What do we do here? And how do we get that file downloaded? And how do we, verify that it's valid? How do we know which version it is? Things like this start happening, because the way AutoHotkey has solved this in the past is basically just go to the forums, download this thing, put it in your folder. Well, if you're like me and you have a few different folders, this can get complicated pretty fast. And if you're moving to a new computer, you got to move all that over. It gets real troublesome. So with NPM, you actually can't specify a folder where to download, but there's even a very popular extension of NPM called Yarn. It's by Facebook, so you know it's going to be around for a while. And basically what we do is we run this new install command on it. So new install. And what it'll do is it goes out there, understands the packages and where they're located. Now, NPM by default understands GitHub usernames and repositories in this manner, but there's a few different ways. We'll get to that. So what happened? Well, it went out and it looked at my this is not what I want. It went out there, got this, understood where this was, and installed it into this folder here. So let's go look at that. So we got that one. I was just kind of experimenting, so I'll just delete that. And in here we have the library itself. So here it is. And from here it's pretty simple. You just include it in your, okay, I'm sorry, we're a little fast there. What we're looking at right now is the log class. Now, what happened here? Because log has its own package.json, and in there we're specifying two other libraries. Now, you'll still have to include those libraries, and this is how I'm exploring doing that right now. It's pretty simple. From here, you go backwards one directory, go into the JSON folder, get the library itself. Now, I've labeled the repositories .autohotkey for simplicity, and in this case, that's what it's called. Yeah, I think that would be a good pattern to follow. But so let's see if it works. So we only specified that we wanted this one, and this this library specified that it wanted these two, so they're all downloaded here. And this one's actually not used, but it would be easy to just copy this line and add another one for this library, which is laid out in the exact same manner, except capitalization is different, so that has to be fixed. Or you would specify. Anyways, capitalization. So let's go back to the script, and let's just look at it here. We've only specified that we want log.AutoHotkey, but we're using the JSON object. So is it going to work? Let me show you. It does. That's kind of basic concept. I'll go in here. Here you can see this is what log.AutoHotkey and its own package that says, hey, to use this library, I need some libraries myself. I need CPU load and this JSON. Now, let's go ahead and look at the specification here. Here's the version that we're using. NPM by default understands GitHub URLs when specified in this manner. I've used this real simple thing where you just say the username and the repository, but you can also do by commit, so you might know that, hey, it doesn't work past XYZ version, you need this exact version, or you specify a branch where there's, releases or something. And version, that's handled by NPM. I don't think you would work out of the box. Oh, actually, I don't know. I haven't explored that. This is very proof of concept. Please feel free to explore it some more. I'm just busy and don't have a lot of time to look into every single detail, so I thought I'd give it to you guys. This is kind of for Geek Dude and the AutoHotkey regulars that might be willing to look into this a little further. I'm definitely going to use it because my setup is getting very complex. I've got like 6 different projects at least, and they're all, they've all got their own libraries that are usually shared but not always. And that's it. So let me know what you think. I'm in IRC sometimes, but you can always email me or message me on GitHub or wherever I'm at. See ya.